Greetings, loyal minions, beautiful humans. Welcome to the SciShow, the #1 ranked YouTube channel for people who enjoy playing dress-ups. I think I've used that before. If that's you, I appreciate you, and feel free to send all of your pictures playing dress-ups to my private email. No, I'm just joking. As you can see, we have a summoning video. I am going to release all of my May summons in a separate video. However, I had a lot of costume keys, so I'm just going to do a costume summoning video. Now, stay tuned at the halfway point and also at the end, as I'm going to go into a bit of what I feel is a very interesting deeper dive into summoning odds. So when you're watching the video, keep that in mind. That's the main reason for this video. Midway point, end, very interesting information just to hopefully give some real clarity on summoning, as I have had a lot of different comments and seen a lot of people talk in different ways about how bad the summoning odds are and that type of thing. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoy the summons. I'll throw some music on here, so I also hope you enjoy the music. Please remember, all my music is also available on all the streaming platforms. Just search for my name. And I have a few new songs coming out and possibly even an album soon. So I appreciate you all. Enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you soon.
To an unknown place. I'm the shame you feel when you hide your face. I'm the relief you feel as the cut starts to bleed. I'm the one you hate to need. I'm not the tear of joy that trickles down your skin. I'm not a game that you're ever likely to win. I'm not a pawn on your blood-stained checkerboard. I'm not someone you can worship, no God, no Lord. So when you look for answers and all you find is me, please understand it's just the version that you need. For when it's time to judge, be love, hate, or blame, each mask that you create will fit me just the same. I'm not the prayer that you recite at night. I'm not the moment when you see the light. I'm not your lover, hater, friend, or foe. I'm not the one you'll remember when it's time for you to go. I'm the blinding darkness when you close your eyes. I'm the hollow truth hidden amongst the lies. I'm your final destination, your wrist of hate. I'm a contradiction, a twist of fate. So when you look for answers and all you find is me, please understand it's just the version that you need. For when it's time to judge, be love, hate, or blame, each mask that you create will fit me just the same. Deep inside, when you look for hope, I'm not your designer noose, nor am I the rope. I'm not a crack in the mirror when you look to see. I'm not everything you want me to be. All I am is. All I am is. So when you look for answers and all you find.
All right, so I think I started with 45 costume summons available, and we're about halfway through if I've stopped the video in the correct place. So we've done 20 summons, and you can see I've had a crap run of luck. Now, I just wanted to show people that it's actually not as uncommon as you think. I see a lot of people who just around the traps who mention they've done a 10 pull and got absolute crap, this game is rigged. 10 pulls. So I've put in the odds here of getting the legendary heroes in the costume portal. We have 1.2% chance for a non-featured, 1.3% chance for a featured, and 1.3% chance for the hero of the month. So, very basic maths on this one, but as we can see, the supercomputer ChatGPT tells me that adds up to a 3.8% total chance of getting a legendary hero. Now, for anyone who knows how percentages work, that's 3.8% chance, 3.8 times for every 100 you will receive a legendary hero. Obviously, you can't receive 0.8 of a hero. So I've asked a very, very basic question up next. Basically, that means if I do 100 pulls, I'm going to get 3.8 legendary heroes. As we can see, no. It means you have a 3.8% chance per pull, but it doesn't guarantee 3.8 in 100 pulls. So over a large number of pulls, you will see that sort of number, but it's not a guarantee for 100 pulls. If you do 1,000,000 pulls, that's a different story. You will average out to that 3.8%. So very similar to tossing a coin. It's a 50-50% chance of getting a head or a tail. But just because you flip a head doesn't mean you're going to get a tail the next time. So we can see that there. I've asked that question. Each pull is independent. So as soon as you have one pull, it doesn't mean the next one is going to give you a better chance of getting a legend. You have the exact same chance of getting a legendary hero with each pull. So a better way to look at these things is what chance do you have of not getting a legendary hero? With a 3.8% chance of getting one, we actually have a 96.2% chance of not getting a legendary hero. That's a very high chance. Like if you're sitting somewhere and you're like, oh, look, there's a 96% chance if you walk out your door, you're going to get hit by a bus. You're probably not going to be walking out your door. So there's a fair chance you're not going to get a legendary hero. So we take that a little bit further. You've seen my poor effort there. So 20 pulls, I didn't get a single legendary hero. So doing some basic summons, which is basically the 96.2% chance of not getting a hero to the power of 10, because we've done 10 pulls. The chance of not getting a legendary hero in 10 pulls is 66.5% chance. So if we take those odds really loosely and say there's a 4% chance of getting a legendary, that's going to be 2 for every 50 pulls. Therefore, you're looking at 1 for every 25 pulls. So you think, okay, if I do 20 pulls, there's a fair chance I'm going to get a legend. But look at those odds. It is 66.5% chance that we will not receive a legendary hero with those 10 pulls. We'll take that further. I've just done 20. So, an easy way to look at it, a lot of people would say, well, if it's a 66.5% chance, you might just halve that and it's 33. But again, that's not the way odds work. So we do the same maths here. 96.2% chance of not getting a legendary to the power of 10, up to the power of 20, sorry, in this case. Basically, that is a 44.2% chance you will not get a single legendary in 20 pulls. Thank you, ChatGPT, for suggesting my video line. The odds can be brutal, says ChatGPT. So there we go, 44.2% chance in my 20 pulls that I'm not going to get anything. So again, we're almost looking at a 50-50 chance now of 20 pulls and getting nothing. So my next question is, of course, but we've all seen these YouTubers. They keep getting all these legendaries. They get 3 in a 10 pull. So let's have a look at the actual chance of that happening. A little bit more in-depth math here. I didn't want to get too crazy, but basically we're getting 3 legends out of 10. The maths sort of goes through the ways that can happen. So there's 120 different combinations of how you could get 3 legendaries, and that could be the first 3 pulls, it could be the first 2 pulls and then the 4th pull, and so on and so forth. So there's 120 different ways. Each chance is 3.8% and a 96.2% chance to not get one. So you multiply the different combinations by the odds of it happening, 3.8, 3.8, 3.8, as against 96.2% for the other 7 pulls, which we can see comes out to a 0.5% chance. So 1 out of every 200 attempts may net you something that crazily good. So, but again, for everyone that's getting 3 legends in a 10 pull, there's someone out there doing 50 pulls and getting nothing. So I hope that helps a little bit, just understand the odds, and that having a 10 or 20 or even 30 pulls in a row without getting a legendary isn't actually that uncommon. Anyway, back to the pulls, and I'll drop back in at the end to discuss a little bit more about the overall pulls that I've done today.
Said that eyes are a window to your soul. Are yours alive with mystery or dying of dreams untold?
Alone with the silence, I took the time to dream. Got lost in the moment, now I'm part of the unseen. Walking, breathing, feeling, yet somehow not alive. Like a shadow in the darkness, barely able to survive. The sun no longer shines as I look toward the skies. All I see is darkness through these empty eyes. The days when you would smile were the best I ever knew. The weeks when you were crying should have given me a clue. Lost inside your fairy tale, I could never play my part. So I rewrote your happy ending and broke your wanting heart. Trapped inside my mind and drowning in your doubt. Caught between my silence and the words my silence shouts. Wishing that you were happy, but knowing I never try. All I see is pain through these empty eyes. I never meant to hurt you with 3 words born from a sigh. After all this time, I should have known I felt a lie. I tried to believe it, yearned to make it true. Then the echoes of my heartbeat whispered, I love you. I want to feel your love, though my heart can only cry. All I see is heartbreak through these empty eyes. Sometimes when I'm sleeping, I can sense an inner smile. After deceptive slumber, waking never seems worthwhile. So silently I sit, think, and wish for a dream, knowing all I am is a lot less than it seems. I stare deep inside, trying to find the highs. All I see is nothing through these empty eyes. Looking to tomorrow and forgetting all before. Surviving on a heartbeat and needing nothing more. Reminded by the ashes to never let things be. Consumed by the phoenix, forever drifting in the sea. Lost inside my thoughts, now drowning in the past. Burning my own memories for a love I couldn't grasp. I bleed for hope in the future, nearing the end of this life. day the death becomes me, I will fill these empty eyes.
So, when the final shadow falls, will your eyes tell the story of a vibrant soul, burning with endless fire, or be a silent void lost to all desire?
All right. Well, I'm not going to comment on that just yet, but we can see here, what are the odds of doing 45 consecutive pulls and not getting a single legendary using the same formula? Now, again, I'm not going to go too in-depth into the formulas and the maths here. I'm not checking all ChatGPT's work, so we're taking it at face value. 17.3% chance. That's almost 1 out of every 5. You're still going to do 45 pulls and get nothing, even though that seems like horrendously bad. Based on the odds, 17.3% chance that that's going to happen. So next up, we need to ask ChatGPT. You can see the question, what would the unfiltered reaction be? So, based on ChatGPT, I'm supposed to say, well, that was brutal. 45 pulls and not a single legendary. That's the kind of epic fail that makes gambling feel like a bad idea. At least we get some laughs out of it. Sometimes the RNG gods just want to troll you hard. But we know that's not quite my style. And I think ChatGPT even knows that's not my style. So let's just ask one last question. Are you sure that's how I would say it? I'd possibly have a few more F-bombs. So I've got to do what ChatGPT suggests. And we go with, are you fucking kidding me? 45 damn pulls and nothing. What kind of sick joke is this RNG crap? This is why I fucking hate these games sometimes. Seriously, someone call the RNG gods and tell them to fuck off. At least you can have a laugh while I'm stuck in this nightmare. Fuck me, for fuck's sake. If you enjoy what I'm doing, gently press the subscribe button, give your kitty a script for me, and the odds are you're going to have a good day.